everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be talking through our entire trip in Dubai, and the reason why I'm doing this is because, like you already know, like I mentioned in my previous video, that I lost like 90% of all of the files. Like I vlogged through our trip, but I lost like 90% of the files and I moved on. So this is me still coming back to you to share with you the information that I promised to share with you, which is like the cost, tips, tricks, you know, and all of the things that we learned, good way, bad way, hard way, soft way, whatever way. And yeah, so that's what this video is about. If you are interested in knowing like how our trip was when we traveled to Dubai, you can continue watching. So on day one, so if you have not seen my previous video, I'd advise you pause this one and go to see my previous video, because at least I still had the footage of the entire day of our day one in Dubai, which was the day that we spent in the Dubai Mall and the day that we visited the Dubai Aquarium. So I still have that video, and that video is in the video that I uploaded previously. So on the day one, we went to Dubai Aquarium, and I mean we went to Dubai Mall. In the mall we have Dubai Aquarium and other places, but we actually went to Dubai Aquarium specifically. So it was super beautiful. So we got the ticket for the Dubai Aquarium in the hotel. So if you are, you know, if you don't already have these tickets purchased before your trip and you want to get a good deal, I'd advise you check with the help desk at your hotel. They might have good deals, or check Groupon. So have those two things handy when you confirm the price of the places you'd like to see from your hotel help desk. You should also go on to Groupon and just confirm to make sure that you're getting the best deal. And if you are using Groupon, make sure you also read the details, because you see different packages on Groupon. Like you might see Groupon for a particular place, like for example you want to go to the Burj Khalifa, you might see a particular package that will tell you, so this is 250 dirham, and you see another one that will tell you like 100 dirham. So you'd be like, why not go for the cheaper one? But then you would see that there are limitations, like you might not be able to get to the places that the person that is buying the $400 dirham one is gonna get to. So it's like there are different variation of deals on Groupon. So if you are buying from Groupon, I'd advise you just read through like the things that you'll be able to do with the package you're buying. So I checked on Groupon on the day we were going to Dubai Aquarium, and I found out that the deal they were going to give me at the hotel help desk is like way better than what I saw on Groupon. So I went for the one on the help desk. Then afterwards, every other ticket, like every other places we went to, we bought the deals on Groupon. Like it was just best to buy from Groupon. So fast forward to the actual experience. It was really nice. If you have kids, I'd advise you go there. Like they would really love it. For an adult, well, it's a 50-50. If you love sea animals and you want to see them like super close, like you can actually touch the glass to see, you know, you see them moving around like sea animals, like different types of sea animals, you know, then if you're an adult and that's one of the things that tickles your fancy, I'd advise you go. But if it were to be only me, I would probably not go there, you know. But because I had my kids, and of course I know it's one of the things that will fascinate them, we went there and it was awesome. It was awesome. So per adult, the ticket for the Dubai Aquarium, I'm sorry if I'm looking down at my notes, like this is the first time I'll actually be taking notes for a video. So I mean, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'll try to cut out me looking down as much as I can. But if I can, then you should know that I'm just looking into my notes so that I do not miss out on any information. So the price for the Dubai Aquarium per adult was 120 dirham per adult. We did not have to pay for the kids. Initially I wasn't sure, but I did not want to take the risk. I'm like, worst case scenario, if we have to pay for the kids, then I'll pay at the entrance. So my daughter is 3 now. She was like 2 when we went, like almost 3 when we went, and my son was 10 months, 11 months, was 10 months when we went. So that's their ages. We didn't have to pay for their tickets for nothing except for the kids places that we went to. So yeah, so that was that about day one. We walked through the mall, we saw the Dubai Aquarium, we walked through everything. At the point I was exhausted, like it was just a lot of things to see, you know, within the aquarium itself. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing this. Like part of the aquarium is like on the 4th floor, and the remaining part where it's like on the I think the 3rd floor, the 2nd floor. So they're like different layers, multiple. You have to go up, come down, go up, come down. At the point I was exhausted, I couldn't push through anymore. I just sat somewhere with my son. Then my husband and my brother then took my daughter to go see the other places, and it was fine. So yes, so that was how we spent the whole day on that day. Then wait, before I close out on that day one that we went to the mall, something happened. So when we parked our car, we used the fashion parking. So there are different parking garages on the Dubai Mall. This might not be a big deal to people that have been going there every day, but for someone like me that went there for the first time, it's something that you should take note of. Like there are different parking sections, so, and they are kind of like almost not linked. Like it's not like because you're parked in the fashion garage you can maybe find yourself automatically in the other, maybe cinema garage, I believe. No, they are not linked at all. So it's best that you should take note of the actual place that you came in through. It is important, because on that day it took us like an hour, if not more, to find our parking. Because at the end of the day, after we had gone through the Dubai Aquarium, we went through to see like some other part of the mall, and at the end of the day we kind of got lost. We didn't know where we parked. Like it was terrible. Like the kids were exhausted, we were all tired. We were just like, okay, let's go to our car, let's go home, and boom, we couldn't find our car. Like we couldn't, I mean, we took landmark, we're like, no, this doesn't look like where we came in through, you know. It was terrible. Like eventually we found it, but it took us like an hour, if not more. So one thing is key: going to Dubai Mall, know the exact garage you came in through, and pick as many landmarks as you can pick, and know how you go in. Like it's important, because if you get lost, it might be so horrific, like so horrific, depending on how you are, like how much you can walk and all of that. So the mall is like super huge. It's one of the biggest mall in the world. I don't know, maybe it's the 2nd biggest or the 3rd biggest, but it's one of the biggest malls in the world, and it is like huge. So advice, note, make sure you know exactly where you are parked, so that it's not difficult for you to go back home. So yes, that's that about that. So on the day 2 we went to the Souk. Yeah, on the day 2 we went to the Souk. Souk is another story entirely. Like I have still not gotten over my experience of the gold Souk. So before I traveled, I actually watched a lot of YouTube videos. I tried to see someone that would specifically talk about the gold Souk, because I'm someone that loves gold. I mean, it's a liquid cash, you know. It's an investment, if you want to use that word, invest. It's also like a type of investment, because it's something that appreciates. It never depreciates. That's one big thing. It doesn't appreciate like from $500 to like $1,000 tomorrow. Nope. But at least there is gradual appreciation on gold. So I call it liquid cash. Like people call it liquid cash. That's what it is. It's just like you're having your cash in another form, you know. So it never devalues. The values remains the same, so which is a good thing, and it looks good. I mean, I like to wear them. I don't buy my gold and just store it away in the house. I buy the gold that I want to wear, and like I like to wear them. So I had planned to buy some, you know, for myself, for my kids, for my husband, and it was one of the things that we planned to do, to go to the Souk and shop. So we thought it was somewhere that we could just go and shop, but unfortunately no. If you are familiar with somewhere in Lagos called Idumota, it's exactly like Idumota. Like you get hustled to come into every store. Like the moment you step in the market, like there is a parking garage, you just have to park your car. Like there is no way you can park except you park in the parking garage, as far as I'm concerned. Like it's just like a market, right? So there is a parking garage in the Gold Souk market. We parked in the parking garage and we just went right into the market. The moment we stepped into the market, we were approached by almost every shop owners, except for the big shops. Actually, almost every shop owners would want to, like, they will have like a rep or somebody standing outside the shop asking you to come in, come check my stuff out, come buy my stuff, come do this, come do that. Like, Like, no, we are not buying the whole market. Like, how can we have to go into every shop, you know, and all of that? So I know someone that, you know, works in the market. That's his job. His job is actually to take tourists, like somebody visiting. His job is to take people that are visiting to shop if they need him to, you know. So I reached out to him. In my mind, I'm like, do I really need to contact him? Like, do I need to? Because I know I'll have to pay him. I'm like, do I need to? Can I just go myself? You know, I was contemplating with my husband, and it was like, let's just ask him to go with us. So we had someone to go with us, and despite that fact, like, we still got hustled. Like, people just want to like ask us to come in my store. They'll almost be dragging. They don't touch you, but they will like almost like be in your face, be trying to drag you to like come into the store, come into, you know. But the person that we hired, the person that we contacted that took us to the market, was able to like, you know, he knew like a couple of places. So we told him what we wanted, and he took us to a store, you know, where of course they sell gold. So we were there, we bought some of the things we could buy. They didn't have everything we wanted. We had to go to another one. At the end of the day, it was the end of the day, like the day at the end, and we had not even gotten like half of the things that we planned to buy, because we wanted to buy gold, wanted to buy abaya, wanted to buy accessories, scarves, you know, wanted to buy things for friends and families, you know, wanted to just buy things for ourselves as well, because it's, you know, it's not like we're going to Dubai again next year or upper year, you know, it might be a while before we go again. And you know, since they have all those things in abundance, we plan to buy them and bring them with us to the US. So, you know, but we couldn't, like, we were unable to do everything we planned to do on that day, because we went with my daughter actually. So at the point she was like really tired. My son, we left my son in the hotel with my brother, so he was fine. So we went with my daughter. So at the point she couldn't take it no more, like she was tired already, so we had to go back to the hotel. Then we went back again the next day, you know, because Dubai, I think their day off is Fridays. So Fridays, most of the shops don't open. Even the ones that open, they open like towards end of the day, you know. So but Saturday, Sunday, they open their shops, like they are in business on those days, like all through the week except for Fridays. So we went, the first day we went was on a Saturday. We couldn't finish what we planned to do, so we went again on Sunday. So we went again on Sunday, and on Sunday we didn't go with the guy anymore. We went ourselves on the next day, and we, you know, went around, bought our stuff and all of that. So here is the tips if you plan to visit Gold Souk. Number one, make sure you check at least 2 or 3 shops, you know, before you buy. It's very important, because if you go into a shop and you buy something, trust me, believe me, by the time you go to another shop for that same item, it will definitely, or it will, let me not say definitely, there is possibility that the money would be lower than what you got it for, sometimes even higher. Like, you'll be surprised. So for example, when we wanted to, like, let's say like a pair of, like, just like a earring, you know, you're trying to get a earring and they tell you it's like $500 in a shop, and they tell you on top of the $500 you have to pay tax. You might go to another shop and see that same earrings for like $450, and they'll tell you it's already tax included. Exactly the same thing. So that's how the Gold Souk is. So you just have to like go with your negotiating power. Like, you have to be strong and firm. You have to know that I mean, you just find your own way, you know, go to 1 or 2, 3 shops. You don't have to buy, just ask them, oh, how much do you sell your gold, you know, and they'll tell you, okay, for this cart is this amount for that cart. Sometimes they're nice enough to tell you, if the shop is not crowded, sometimes they're nice enough to tell you. Sometimes when you go to the shop, especially when you go on a Saturday, it's like crowded, like a lot of people are there, they might not be able to like give you the prices. So it's at that point you might just have to, you know, just hope and pray that you get a good deal, you know. So that's another thing, you know. So with Gold Souk, go with the negotiating power. Try like 2, 3 shops before you buy, you know. Then another thing to keep in mind is the tax. So some of them will tell you, I'm gonna charge you the money for the item, and I'm gonna charge you tax so you can get your tax back at the airport. And some will tell you, I don't have to charge you tax if you don't want me to. So just let me know, do you want me to charge you tax? If I charge you tax, this is the percent. If I don't charge you tax, then bye, just pay this money and go. So it's up to you. But I personally, based on my experience, some of them I did tax, some I didn't do tax, you know, hoping that I'm gonna get a good money when I get to the airport. But when I got to the airport, the money I got back wasn't the amount that I got charged, like not directly there. If they tell you they're going to charge you 5% of the amount you paid, it doesn't mean you're going to get 5% back when you get to the airport. That wasn't what happened with the gold Souk. So keep in mind, if you have the option not to get charged for tax, I'd advise you just tell them, don't charge tax, just let me buy the gold and let me go. Just give me the amount it is and let me go. So that's one tip that I got from them. And for the ones that are charging you tax, make sure you get, like, there is this paper we're given. It's a white and green paper. It's gonna tell you, it's on the white and green paper they wrote tax free. So on that paper is they have to give you that paper for you to get your tax. If you buy something and you get charged tax, if you don't get that paper for tax free, then you might not be able to get your money back at the airport. So that's another thing. So before you enter the shop, some of the shops already have the flyer on their wall. They'll tell you this is a tax-free shop, which means that whatever tax they charge you, you will be able to get some of it back when you get to the airport. So you should take note of that. And some don't have it. Like, some will tell you, no, I don't want to have anything to do with tax-free, just pay me and leave. Some of them will tell you you have an option to and you don't have an option to. But whoever tells you they're charging you tax, then make sure that you get the tax-free card back from them. So get your receipts, get your tax-free card. It's what you're going to use to claim some of the money back at the airport. It's important. But when we did grocery shopping, when we bought food, when we went to restaurants, we were charged tax, but we didn't get it back because it doesn't apply to those things, except for valuable things like if you buy bags, you know, if you buy a luxury item, for example. But if you buy clothes, it doesn't apply. We're advised to carry cash, but we weren't sure of the amount we'll be spending overall, so there was no way for us to carry cash. Like, so we practically just spent our card all through. So you have an option to spend your card for everything that you do. So you just swipe. They actually do want to pay in dirham or in dollars. I personally chose to do dirham, and it's best to go with your negotiating power. So if they tell you something is like $50, just tell them 40, depending on what it is, right? If it is the gold shop, I would typically just take 5 dirham out, or maybe $5 out. If they tell me something is maybe like $40, I'll tell them seriously, it is $35. And they'll be like, no. At the end of the day, they might tell you we can't go lower than 38. So imagine if you had said okay, they would have sold it to you at 40. So just negotiate. And for the abaya places, I actually bought like a couple of abayas as well. For the abaya places, which is like the inner market where they have like the spices, abayas, scarves, and all of that. If they tell you an abaya is 400, just say it's 100 dirham, you know, and they'll say I mean, some of them will feel like slapping you actually, but they deserve it. Trust me, they deserve it, because they will never be truthful. They will never give you the actual price. They will want to extort you. It's just how the market is. So it doesn't matter if you cut it like super low or ridiculously low. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just how they operate. So don't be shy. If they tell you something is 400 dirham, just tell them you're paying 100 dirham. Worst case scenario, they'll tell you, oh no, I bought this thing for 200 dirham. For crying out loud, why didn't you just tell me 200 dirham anyways? You get what I'm saying? They'll be like, okay, I'll pay you 200 dirham. They're like, whatever, okay, bring the money. So you can imagine if they tell you 400 and you pay them 400, like, it's a huge difference. At the end of the day, you know, you're paying, like, you find out you're going to actually pay half of the price that they charge you in the first place. So it's important for you to go with your negotiating power. That's that about that. Then one more thing is, when we were coming, we changed some money in the US. And that wasn't nice. It was a rip-off, you know. So it's best to go to the Dubai with your dollars and change the money right there in Dubai. It's better, like, you get more money if you change your money in Dubai. That's another tip. So change your money in Dubai. I just, looking down my note now, I just realized that I didn't even tell you the price, the cost of the trip as a whole. So we actually bought the package for 3,500, like the package itself with taxes and everything, and the package included hotel and flight only was 3,500 for the 4 of us. So my son was in lap, so we didn't have to pay for a seat for him. My daughter had a seat, but of course at a cheaper, at a lower rate. Then we also sat as well. So for the whole flight and for the hotel, we got it for $3,500, and the hotel we stayed was 5-star. Like, when I say 5-star, it was 5-star. Like the room, the services was just like top notch, good top notch. So there are so many hotels like that, good services, 5-star and all of that. Just make sure you do your research. So you can check out packages on Expedia, TripAdvisor, what other one now, I don't know, but you can try one or either of those two. You should be able to compare the deals that you find on those two places, and there's possibility that they are kind of like the same, you know. Then read through the review of the hotel as well. It is extremely important, because we met a couple friends that told us that their hotel is like crap, despite the fact that it says 5 stars, you understand. So you might want to make sure that it's not like an old 5-star hotel. That one is also important as well, because they complain so bitterly. So we got lucky. The 5-star hotel we selected is like one of the new hotels, and it was like top notch. The services were good, everything was good. I'm gonna put the name of the hotel at the bottom. I don't want to butcher it. Is Al something. I don't know, butcher the name. I'm gonna put the name at the description box below, and also maybe like a list of the places we went to, kind of like at the bottom. So that was everything that we did for day 1, 2, 3 have been covered. So for day 4, it was all about my kids, like because they stayed home like for those 2 days that we went to the Souk. We wanted them to have fun as well, so we took them to an indoor park, and the name of the indoor park is called Adventureland. So all we did was we went there, we bought the prepaid card for 2 dirham, and we loaded it with money. So we loaded the prepaid card with like 150 dirham, and it was enough for my 2-year-old, then now 3, to, you know, have fun. She went on different rides, you know. She went on a particular section that had like kids play stuff, you know, and all of that, you know. They have like so many rides, but there was a limit to the rides that she could go on because of her age. So but however, I mean, it was still nice. Like she still had fun, you know, she still had fun, so it was cool. So we went to Adventureland, and that was it, just for the kids, because we had to compensate them for we going to the Souk like on Saturday and on Sunday. So we took them on Monday to the Adventureland, and yes, they had fun. Another thing that just popped up on my mind is, in Dubai, keep in mind they charge you for everything. You know how you are in like a hotel in the US, and you have like good Wi-Fi, you know, the TV is like giving you nice channels. In Dubai, you probably have to pay for what you want. So they tell you, if you want like supreme internet, you pay for supreme internet. If you want like normal internet, then that's what you already have, which is crap, like super crappy, you know. So it's just that's another annoying part too. Like nothing comes for free. Nothing is supposed to come for free, but at least something should come with something. But in Dubai, nothing comes with nothing. Everything has its own cost. Every part of everything you do has its own cost. So just keep that in mind. So always do your research, you know, go online, find a good deal, and know how everything is going to go already before you go anywhere. So fast forward to day 5, where we went to Burj Khalifa and the safari. So for the Burj Khalifa ticket, we bought it on Groupon, and we bought it for 180-ish per adult. You know, we didn't pay for the kids as well for Burj Khalifa. And for safari, we bought it at, I don't have the dirham conversion, but I just checked my card statement now, and I found out that it was actually like about $39 per person per adult as well. So for the Burj Khalifa, we all went together, like all of us went. But for safari, it was just my husband and I. So we did both on the same day. We had to catch up on those 2 things. Like they were like, those 2 things are like the key. Like if you're in Dubai, just try to do those 2 things. Like it's important. Like go to the tallest building in Dubai. It has about 145 floors, I believe. Yeah, about 145. But whatever package you have would probably take you to the 145th floor, but ours took us to like the 124th floor, which is still like a big deal. Trust me, like we went all the way to 124 floors. You know, it was epic. Like super nice view at the top there. You would have like a bird eye view of everything, you know, below. Like it's just so, I mean, it's nice. I would say you should have that experience. It's really nice. So the dancing fountain, the Burj Khalifa, the safari desert is like nice places to go. Adult, kids, nice places to go. So like I said, fast forward again, we went to the Burj Khalifa, went up to the Burj Khalifa, tallest building, Burj Khalifa, blah blah blah. Then on that same day, we went to the safari desert. So for the safari desert, the driver came to pick us up in our hotel, so it actually includes pick up and drop off. Our driver was really nice, you know, it talked us through everything, very subtle, gentle. You know, when we got to the place where we could take rides, like the bike rides, he stopped us there and allowed us to take the bike rides. So the bike rides was not included in our package, so we had to pay for that one separately. So because we bought the ride there, and then I didn't really want to go on the rides, but my husband wanted to, so we bought the double. We rented the double ride, and it was about 250 dirham for the double ride. And another thing is, when somebody is taking you to buy something from these people, they will give whoever some money. That's like the normal thing. So our driver had to go back in to get his own share of the money. You know, I don't understand, like that's just how it is. Everything is just business. So we actually paid 250 dirham for the ride. We don't know if that made any sense or not, but that was what we paid for the ride. And we went on the bike ride in the safari. I'm gonna insert pictures and all of that. Like, it's like super nice, like super nice, you know. Then afterwards, our driver came back to pick us. Then we now went to do the doom bashing, and the doom bashing was like, oh my goodness, the doom bashing was epic. Like, we screamed all through. Like, I personally screamed all through. Like, it was like we were falling off the cliff at every point in time. You know, it was fun. It was fun and scary and epic and nice, you know, all together. So like later in the evening, we went to do like camel ride. The camel ride was also included. Like I said, when you buy the Groupon package, make sure you read through everything that is included in the package. It's important, so you would know the things you have to pay for extra. So our package actually had all of that. You know, we took the camel ride already included. Then afterwards, we went to the dinner area where we saw the belly dancer, the fire guy. So they will actually just come. We were just all sitting like on the floor around different tables. So we were served. We had like dinner. Before dinner, we were served some snacks. There was free drink. You know, everything was included in the package. So we had all of that. It was fun and it was cool. So Safari Desert is another place that you should also try to visit. And that was like the last place we went to. Then the next day was the day to travel. My brother left like in the morning. We dropped him off at the airport in the morning. Then we started getting ready for our own flight like later that day. So that day we didn't do nothing. So I think I've gone through all the tips and tricks like while talking to you. So those are the places we went to. Another thing that I'm probably missing out right now is our car rental. So we rented a car. There is an offline GPS that can take you through everywhere. So we rented a car, and the cost for the car rental and the insurance and everything was like $400. I can't remember the exact amount in dirham, but when I checked the bank statement, I saw that the cost from the car rental company was like $400. There are some markets at the Souk that do not take card, that doesn't accept card, so you have to pay cash to those kind of markets. So yes, take some cash when you're traveling. You can take it depending. I don't want to say take a particular amount. Depends on what your plan is. So depending on what you plan to buy. So there are some shops that do not take cards, so keep that in mind. So I believe that is all that I have in terms of the tips and all our experience while we went on vacation in Dubai. If you have any question in particular, please put it in the comment section below. I will be super happy to answer your question. And if you think I'm probably not giving you enough details about something, let me know. Then I don't mind making like as many videos as possible to answer your questions, because it's just best. Like, that's why we have this YouTube community, so that, you know, you can learn from other people and, you know, be better at yours, right? So that's my goal. That's what I want to do. So I don't mind, just like I said, shoot me questions. If you prefer to email me, please email me. I don't mind. And, you know, let me know if you have anything that you want to know in particular, specifically, let me know as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I make videos like this, you know, and if you are a subby, thank you for the loyalty. Do not forget to hit the like button. If you are new, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and remain blessed. Peace.